Hi loves, and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. My name is Morgan and today I am doing my first birthday unboxing. Now, I love these videos from other YouTubers. I think they're really fun. It's not meant to brag. It's not meant to say, oh, look at what I got, but this is a channel about fashion and handbags, and this birthday I got 3 handbags. One for myself, one is from my dad, and one is from my fiance Ronnie. And I thought I would share them with you because they're all pre-loved and they're bags I've been looking for a long time, and they all just kind of happened to come up around my birthday. I'm going to share with you the bags, but I'm also going to share some tips that I use for buying pre-loved and sourcing pre-loved handbags, because it's a great way to shop more sustainably and, you know, get a discount on some luxury bags because they are pricey, and a lot of them are like new cars. They drop half their value as soon as you drive them off the lot. There is a bag on this list that's over 50% off the current retail price. So this is not just like an unboxing video, it's also a little bit informational because hopefully you can gather some tips to help you shop pre-loved and save a little money on some luxury bags. So if you're noticing, I'm in new surroundings here. I'm actually at my family home in Alabama. That's where I grew up, and I sent these bags to my family home, so they were sitting here waiting for me when I came for this trip. So let's get into it. The first bag I have is from The Real. I've purchased from them before. They guarantee authenticity. It's one of my favorite websites for pre-loved bags. They rate the condition, so you can take a call on if it's a good enough condition for the price for you. And this one actually came in the box, which is, I would say, kind of rare, but it does happen sometimes when you buy pre-loved. I'll just get into opening it. They put a Real dust bag to protect the box, which is really nice that they take care about that. We have the Saint Laurent box, and this is a bag I've been looking for since I got the card holder in this color. And if you've been following me on Instagram, you know what color this is. And I actually bought the card holder because it was in this color and I couldn't find a bag. And it is this gorgeous pink with gold hardware little wallet on a chain. It's smaller than I expected. For some reason I thought it was a slightly bigger one, but I don't mind because it actually will fit my Samsung inside, so it's still perfect. And you open it up like this, and it has a detachable chain strap, so it can be used as a clutch or as a shoulder or crossbody bag, with this gorgeous gold chain and a tiny leather piece at the top, which is kind of unnecessary because the bag is so small you could never put enough in it to really like dig into your shoulder. But it's nice anyways, it'll be more comfortable. There is no pocket on the back. It's just kind of this like little pyramid almost style. And then you open it up, there are card slots and a zipper compartment. And I could fit everything I need for, you know, a day at the mall or a night out. So it's still perfect size. And I would say pretty comparable to like a Chanel wallet on a chain, maybe slightly bigger. Let me know if you want a comparison to this in my wallet on a chain later on. Tell me in the comments below. But I love it. It's in this like pebbled leather, so it's quite durable. The condition, like, it looks pretty brand new. There's one little mark here. I don't know if it'll focus enough to show it, but I haven't even tried. That looks like it could maybe even wipe off with just like a wet cloth. So I might try that later. But other than that, like, there's a tiny bit of corner wear, not extreme, that like if you're looking at it from the front, you can't even really tell. So I'm super happy with the quality. Even the YSL in the front is not all scratched up. Like, my card holder had more wear on the hardware than this. So I am so pleased with the quality. I will say this wasn't like an insane deal, but I was just looking for this color because this was quite a hard color to come by. I remember when it came out, and not every website had like the full collection in this color. Like, someone get a few pieces. Like, I think I saw it on My Teresa or something like that, and I regret not jumping on it then, but I'm so happy I have it now. I went for this because I used to buy a birthday dress for myself every year, something, you know, fun and sparkly and loud and like extravagant, and then I wasn't wearing it and I thought that was a waste of money. So I stopped doing that and just, I would wear something that was in my closet. That's what I did this year, and I decided to put the money towards a bag plus a little bit more. So this is what I got myself for my birthday. I'm gonna share the price with you. I don't know the exact original price of this bag. I got it for $12.25. So it's not like a huge discount, but for the condition and the rarity of the color, I was okay with the price. but I do typically like to get at least like 30 to 40% or more off when I'm buying pre-loved. I just know I'm gonna get so much use out of this that it just made sense to go ahead and go for it. And if you look on the resale websites, these YSL wallet on a chains, you often don't get a high percentage off of them unless they're in a really bad condition, because they are a more affordable wallet on a chain when you're talking about luxury, like especially compared to like a Chanel. Even if you look at a black one, like sometimes they resell for retail, and I was like, you know what, it's about $100 off, so at least I'm getting something off. It's still in great condition. It's a rare color I missed out on, so I'm okay with it. The next bag I have is from Fashion File. They put it in a nice Fashion File dust bag, and this is the bag that my dad got me for my birthday. I'm kind of hard to buy for, and everybody knows that, so he would rather get me something that I like rather than getting me something and I have to return it and stuff. So I did pick it out and I did source it from Fashion File, and this one I got at a great steal. So this bag I have wanted for so long, and when it came out it was so hard to get. This color was so desirable, and I've seen a few pop up, and I've just been waiting because I had a price in my mind I wanted to pay for it. All of the pre-loved ones were like over that price. That's something I recommend, is when you're looking for a bag, keep a price in your mind and then don't go over it, and that'll keep you from overspending what you want to spend. But it is this gorgeous like neon pink Celine Nano. It has the shoulder strap. Now this one does have a bit of structure wear where it's not holding its shape perfectly, but I am gonna get a bag insert for that to try to help that out a little bit. But I was okay with it because this bag now retails for, I believe, $2,700, somewhere around that mark. This one I got for $1,150. So that's a huge savings, like over 50% of getting a new one. And I knew I had the price in my mind that I wanted to pay under $1,300 for this bag, and most of them that come around are upwards of $1,600, $1,700. So it just wasn't coming around, and then finally this one came around and it was higher, and then I liked it. So you can like items on Fashion File and then they will email you if there's a price drop. So they emailed with a price drop, and the price drop was for $1,150. This is under what I wanted to pay, and I'm so happy with it. It does have some wear marks which were disclosed. Fashion File is so great about that. They give more detailed pictures than the RealReal, which is why I prefer Fashion File over the RealReal, even though I buy from both and I love both. But I just feel like Fashion File does so much of a better job of really giving you individual detailed pictures of, you know, the flaws or any defects or whatever it is. So there is some wear on the front, which if you have a Celine luggage, you know happens. I have a gray, like the bigger size, what is that called? I think it's called the mini, but it's really like a huge bag. It's not really mini anything. And then there's some wear on the back here, but not like terribly. I'm still like, you know, if you're this far from it, you can't see it. You have to be like kind of up here to see it. If you're wearing it and anyone's looking at the bag, they're not gonna be able to see it. The inside was super pristine. It has a zip top. There's this gorgeous like suede kind of lining. And then there's an open pocket here. There are no zip compartments, but I'm okay with that because the top zips. If the top did not zip, I would have quite an issue with no zipper pocket. The strap is detachable, so you can carry it handheld if you like, but I'm definitely gonna be using this mostly as a crossbody bag. There is a front zip pocket here, which is great if you wanna just like keep your house key in there. And I'm just so happy I finally added this bag to my collection. I actually got it and I was unsure at first because I was like, oh, the structure wear, like I'm not 100%, like it's not 100% pristine. So I thought about it for a few days, and the great thing about Fashion File is that you can return the bags if there's a tag that comes attached to it. Clearly I've taken it off because I have already worn this bag and I've decided to keep it. But if you're unsure, you keep the tag on and you have a think over it, and then you can decide whether to return it or not. I wore this with a white dress the other day and it looked so nice. Like you can even see with my white top, it just pops in the most beautiful way. It is the statement to any outfit, and the size is amazing. Like I shoved so much in here the other day. Even though it's called a nano bag, I would equate it to like a mini or a small bag. It can't fit quite as much as my small Balenciaga, but I think it would fit more than a mini Balenciaga City. So I think it's kind of in between those sizes if you're looking for a size reference. I would say I've been seriously looking for this bag for about 2 years, but in the first year I was trying to get it at a price point that was quite honestly unrealistic, and I was very unsuccessful. So I upped my budget for it, and because I know, like, if I could only keep 2 handbags in my collection, it would be this and my Coco handle, my black one. And I knew this was gonna be a bag that I would keep for the rest of my life. So I have to say thank you to Saki. I will link her channel below. Follow her on Instagram. She's always posting great, like, pink bag options when she sees them pop up on resale websites and resale Instagrammers. And she put this bag up, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is the bag I've been like really looking for so long. And it was a seller that I know people who have bought from the seller before. She's a trusted seller. She guarantees authenticity. And when the bag arrived, I could tell it was authentic. So yeah, you guys probably want me to stop rambling on. So it is a Chanel, and Ronnie got me this for my birthday, and I couldn't be more thrilled. If you know me, you know what this bag is. It is my first medium Chanel classic flap from the year 2004 with the actual gold-plated hardware in the caviar leather in the pink color. This is my, like, dream bag. Like, some people dream of a Birkin, some people dream of a Kelly, and I dreamed of this bag. Like, Chanel for me is definitely my favorite fashion house. No one just does pink as good as Chanel, and 2004 was like the year for the best pink caviar bags. And I do have some other ones from that collection on my wish list, but this was my, like, holy grail, had to find, needed bag. Here it is close up. It is in immaculate condition. The other ones I've come across have not come close to this condition, and I've even come across one that has been like over dyed, meaning they will take a, basically it's like a paint, match the color, and then paint the whole bag to cover all the scratches and the wears and stuff to make it look new. And that brings down the value so much. So I saw a website selling one for around like $3,200. And then another tip, always look at the condition that describes the wear. It said that the leather had been refurbished, which means like over dyed, basically, because that's the only way you can refurbish the color, is to basically paint the bag again. For $3,000, I would never ever pay for a bag that's been basically painted, because to me, that brings down the authenticity. Some people feel differently, but for me, that's how I feel about it. Like, I would never want a bag that has been painted unless I had a bag and it just got ripped up and I was distraught about it and then I did it for myself. That's a different story, but I would never go looking for a pre-loved bag and accept that condition and like buy it. This one did not have that type of work on it. It's in such good condition. Like, you can tell the caviar is like slightly like depleted. Like, you can tell this is like a vintage condition rather than a new condition, but for 2004 and the year is 2019 now, like, this is great condition. It has the pocket on the back. You can open it up like this. The only two spots where there was wear is there's one little teeny tiny pin mark. I don't even know if you can see it. And then there's one more on the inside, which will be really hard to show on camera. Oh, I don't think I said where I got this. So I got this from the Instagram seller, Timeless Vogue, and I will link her Instagram below. She gets the most amazing bags that are really hard to come by. So this is the inside. It has the like CCs here. It has the traditional like pockets, the little slip pocket here. And then the authenticity little stamp is down here in the corner. It's really hard to like show on camera. And it has the zip pocket here. It is my first leather like medium classic flap. I have a tweed one in this size, but this, I've been waiting to get a classic flap till I could get my hands on this bag because I wanted my first classic flap to be super special, and it came up and I was just telling Ronnie about it and he was like, I'll get it for you for your birthday. And I was like floored, and so I jumped on it I ordered it from her. She sent it to the house in the US because I was heading over here, so she even held the delivery until I gave her my dates that I'd be in the US, so she made sure it arrived during that time, which is great because I travel so much. It's really hard to time my deliveries. This is like my holy grail, I can't believe I own it bag, and this is just the best birthday gift, and it's always gonna be in my collection. Don't ask me if I'm selling it. I'm never gonna sell this. I probably won't even be able to link it below because you just don't come across this bag. I'll link some other pink Chanel, like medium size, down below in case you're interested in like a medium pink Chanel. But this one in this particular year in this condition is so hard to come by. The price for this bag was $4,523, and that's because if you do a bank transfer, it would have been a little lower, but there's a 3% fee that she charges for PayPal orders to cover the PayPal fee, which is totally understandable. And we preferred to go the PayPal route just because PayPal has, you know, the buyer protection in case, you know, if the bag turned up and it wasn't authentic or something like that. I have had that happen when I bought a bag on eBay before, and PayPal was great about sorting it out, but there's really no need for that. I would be confident to do a bank transfer with her next time. That's me personally. You make your own decision, but I can highly recommend her as an Instagram seller. Her Instagram will be linked below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I love watching these from other YouTubers, so I thought I would try it out myself. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions about the handbags. I'm happy to chat with you there and answer as many as I can. Follow me on Instagram for more fashion content if you want to see how I style these bags and wear them in the future. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. I am really trying to make sure I get one video a week out for you guys. My travel schedule is quite crazy coming up, but I'm pre-filming and doing the best I can, and I'm really trying to be dedicated to giving you consistent content. So I hope to have you along for this journey with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!